Since we started the VIP, we've bought 3 properties, and we've refurbed all 3 of those.
And that's in what are we now? So it's about 4 months, is it something?
About
like
that, yeah. Just finished all 3 of those. One of them was a really extensive refurb.
Hi, it's Rob Moore here from Progressive Property, and I am with Colin and Jackie. Everyone, this is Colin and Jackie. Colin and Jackie, this is everyone.
Hi everyone.
So, I'm getting a quick update from Colin and Jackie on their progress. Just rewind, when did you start investing with us on the VIP Property Millionaires programme?
January,
okay. You came to one of our events, how long before that, roughly?
Back end of last year.
Okay. And you bought your first property...
February went through.
February, yeah. Okay. Cool, so that's where we're at. So we're now kind of about, 7 months on from that, something like that, 7, 8 months on. So give us a snapshot. What have you done in 7 or 8 months in your building your portfolio and your business and everything?
Okay, well, we've gone on and bought properties, so we've built up a portfolio. That's now cash flowing really nicely.
Sure.
Just saying to Mark, we just had our one-to-one with Mark, we were saying that when we first had a couple of the properties rented out, we had a few little issues like you always get, a few bits and bobs need repairing, but now everything's cash flowing really well.
Good.
And our best yielding one was about 12.5%, which is brilliant.
That may be better than some of the ones Mark gets, so don't tell him that, it'll be away, you little...
Brilliant.
I think he knows.
Yeah.
You've told him.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably sulking in his office now, isn't he?
And they're all around, we've got them between 9.7% to be exact and sort of 10%, that 12.5 is our best one.
Yeah.
And we've also, because obviously during VIP and the training we've learned a lot of different strategies. We've got a sort of toolbox that we can now use, which has been incredibly useful.
Sure.
When we had a property to sell on, we've actually now arranged a tenant buyer on that.
Yeah.
So that's cash flowing really, really well. Obviously we've got the top up as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really pleased. We had a strategy at the beginning that we wanted to achieve a certain amount of income so that I could effectively move out of my day job gradually by reducing.
You both work a lot, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, both
Too much.
lawyers, full time, 5 days a week, and the rest.
Sure.
So we've achieved this around our full-time jobs, so
which is
really
great.
pleased.
Yeah, I think that's very inspirational because people, obviously you know how many people we train and surveys and all of the people that come through our events, and there'll be 58, 60,000 people watching this video, 120,000 people get it, and every time it's time and money are the 2 biggest excuses. So one of them you've just overruled. So give us then some of the numbers. How many properties have you bought since February?
We've got 6, but we actually already had one before that.
Okay, so you bought 5 since February.
Yeah, it was the accidental landlord which we used as leverage to start buying the others.
Sure. Yeah.
We then bought one which we weren't as happy with, but through Progressive we worked out our exit strategy, which is the tenant buyer, and that's gone really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
The others that we started to progress with were the real below market values. I think our best one was 43%.
43%.
Yeah. And we've got a
that's
couple
awesome.
like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we've done really well because even on the last one, it's one where we made an offer, then we reduced the offer. We were turned down. We left the offer on the table.
Yeah.
The purchasers just simply couldn't get a mortgage. We were sitting on the apron of an airport in Spain.
Yeah.
Get a telephone call and we're back in the deal.
Mm.
And just took it over. And
Yeah.
it's
And
gone
that was
from strength
one-
to strength.
Yeah, you taught us that as well, because that was, I think, on the 3-day masterclass you were saying about just leaving it there.
Yeah. Not many deals come off straight away, like you know now, don't you? So, so your average discount, you've bought 5 properties since February, your average discount, do you know the numbers?
Well, our worst one's 26, isn't it?
26% is our lowest discount.
And 43 is the highest.
It's the best, yeah.
So you're at 30 plus
Yeah,
average, which is
brilliant.
great.
Yeah, really pleased.
Rough cash flow per deal, have you got the figures on that?
Yeah, overall we've got them, now that they're all sort of cash flow.
I can see you've got a Mark style spreadsheet there.
Yeah,
We have them in detail.
Yeah.
in truth it'd be about 14 to 1500, but we're including the top up on the tenant buyer on that.
Sure.
And we've also got one that we actually put 30% in, so obviously that's why it's cash flowing really
Yeah.
well, and we're also managing some of the
Oh, by the way, you shouldn't be apologising for the amount of cash flow you've got, by the way.
I know.
Yeah. So about £1,500 a month.
We're really, really pleased
Yeah.
with it. It's fantastic. Yeah, really, really pleased.
You've also set up your own property networking event, haven't you?
Yeah, we set one up, it's the Midlands property event, which we operate from the Farmhouse Pub in Coventry. That's the first Wednesday of every month, which is going really well. It was the third month.
And you run that with another one of our students, don't you?
Pete, yeah.
Peter Ivanishevsky.
That's it, yeah. And we're just about to set up another one in Shropshire, which is the Shropshire Property Meet, which we're doing with our contact over there, which is our letting agent, Kerry, who we've got a fantastic relationship with. So we're obviously doing that in the Telford area as well.
Sure.
So, fantastic.
Excellent stuff. So let's go to 2011. You're sitting on your boat, you're having a little glass of champagne, having a chat about the year just gone. Colin's just bought his new Ferrari. Just tell us your plans for kind of the next maybe year, 18 months, where you want to go with this, because I know you've got slightly differing plans. Tell us where you want to go.
Okay.
And what's possible.
Well, at the moment we're just putting together quite a big marketing campaign for lead generation, getting the website together, which is looking really good.
Yeah.
I obviously would like to move out of my day job. It's incredibly stressful.
Hope your boss isn't watching.
He is.
I knew you.
He's sitting here.
Ultimately, I mean, I think what I'd like to have is the choice. You know, that's the whole point about financial freedom. You can choose.
Yeah.
So subject to the organisation allowing people to go part-time, that's where I'd like to stage manage it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'd like to take the property on full-time. Colin, I think, would like to stay where he is because he just loves his job, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So
I think the simple answer to it is nothing is impossible any longer.
Sure.
When we first started, we were novices. We hadn't got a real idea about exactly where we could go.
Sure.
And the reality now is, with marketing campaigns, opportunities, particularly for lease options and tenant buyers, and also no money downs, those are the ways we can simply move from strength to strength, and 6 will be nothing. We can assist others to buy, we can deal source, deal package, and there is nothing that precludes us from taking it from 0 to hero.
Sure. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you have to kind of give Colin a bit of a pull in the early days? Wasn't he trying to spend all the money on Jags and stuff?
Yeah, and still would if I let him.
Sure.
Yeah, he still wants his Ferrari. I sort of pointed out how many houses you could get rather than a Ferrari, but he still wants his Ferrari. But we when we came down on the one-day event last year, I asked Colin to do me a favour. I said, look, just come down with me, just be open-minded about it. And he was sold because we had a chat with you afterwards. And that's when we signed up for the 3-day masterclass on that day. So now he's fully on board now. He thinks it's brilliant. I think because Colin being a barrister and analysing everything, he wanted to know that it was a seriously viable business and not just one of these sort of, pie in the sky, talk a good story, but it doesn't really work. But he can actually see that you can build a serious income and a serious business through property.
And that's the key, isn't it? A business. People get in it part-time and you can buy 3 or 4, and that's great. You'll retire on that in 15, 20 years. But you can build a proper business, for sure.
Exactly.
Well, that's typical of lawyers, that we overanalyse everything. And sometimes in a business, you've got to understand that you can take some risks as long as you manage the risks, as long as you do the due diligence and you understand where you're going, and once you know what you're doing, there isn't a difficulty.
No, but as I say, we've got all the strategies now because we've learnt them all through the education, and when we're in a particular scenario, we can just, instead of having to only have one option, we've got a number of options that we call on, as we did with the tenant buyer.